How's it going, guys? I'm Chase.
And I'm Landon, and today we're going to be giving you everything you need to know about the upcoming Air Jordan 1 High Pollen and how to cop it. All right, so first, thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. Now let's start off with the basic info for this release before we move. So this Jordan 1 High is set to release this weekend on August 14th, pending any delay, with a retail price of $170 in men's sizing. And that release time is going to be set for 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the Sneakers app. So don't forget to go in and turn on notifications just so you'll be reminded to enter that release. And it isn't showing it right now, but I would expect this to be a Sneakers draw. So you should have 10 minutes to enter once they become available, but I would just be ready to enter right whenever the clock hits the hour, just in case. And then as for sizing, we are luckily going to see a full sizing release, a full family sizing release with big kids at 130, preschool at 80, and then toddler sizing all the way down at $60. But that pretty much covers the date and the time. So let's take a closer look at the overall design and the reason for the hype on these. All right, so checking these out, there is no collab to play off of. So the hype is just going to come from the Jordan 1 High model itself. But this release still does have some more additional touches than you'd see on some or even most Jordan 1 High colorways. So before we even get to the shoe, these do come in a black and yellow Nike box, as opposed to, the black and red that you're going to see the majority of Air Jordan 1 Highs released in. So I did like that small touch. And then they do come pre-laced with that pollen yellow look, but you are going to have an additional white and black lace swap with these two. Even though I don't think I changed the way they look right now, that pollen yellow looks good. But for the actual color scheme, you're going to have black tumbled leather as the base, which is going to look really clean in hand, I think. And then, of course, you're going to have the pollen yellow on the overlays. So overall, I think this is going to be a really clean looking shoe. It definitely reminds me of a bumblebee. And I don't like bumblebees, obviously, because they sting you. But at the same time, bumblebee is my favorite Autobot in Transformers. So that has nothing to do with helping your chances of copying this shoe. But it did kind of round out the appearance and the design for this section. So let's go ahead and move on. All right, so for raffles and reservations, the only available raffle is going to be Hibbett Sports for an in-app reservation right now, but definitely expect more options to be opening up as long as the release isn't pushed back. So just to make sure you don't miss out on those, just keep an eye on our website, and you can find that at www.shoewear.co. And that's where we update raffles every day as they continue to open and close. Or you can always just refer back to this video because we do leave a link in the description below to our blog post. So that's just another way that you can access those raffles. But now I'll let Chase take over so he can let you know what sites are releasing these, what the aftermarket looks like, and your best chance on how to cop a pair.
All right, we are back with another Jordan 1 High general release, which means that there will be a ton of sites dropping this pollen colorway. So starting off bright and early at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, you have Undefeated. Then at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, you have Champ Sports, DTLR, East Bay, Finish Line, Foot Locker, Foot Action, JD Sports, Jimmy Jazz, Kids Foot Locker, Kid, Nike Sneakers, Nordstrom, Shoe Palace, Shop Nice Kicks, Snipes, and YCMC. Now, these are all the sites that could potentially drop them, and at the time of this recording, the sites that are underlined have been confirmed. But moving on, let's look at the average sale prices on the aftermarket. Now, as a disclaimer, the prices you see could change as we get closer to the drop, but also on our website, there will be links to the most up-to-date sale prices for you guys to check out closer to the release date. Now, starting off with StockX at an average selling price of $350, GOAT sitting at $350 as well, eBay is at $325, and Flight Club is at $360. Now onto the stock numbers and my resale prediction. So for this release, I am guessing the stock will be similar to any other general Jordan 1 High release. But for starters, Nike did do an early access on these on August 5th, and the stock was $8,000 for men's and $3,000 for grade school sizing. If you missed out on the early access, don't worry, because looking at the Electro Orange Jordan 1, the stock combining the men's and grade school sizing was just under 50,000 pairs, which is a majority of the stock is on Nike sneakers. So there is still a good chance for you guys to cop at retail. Now, as for my resale prediction though, I predict prices to be around $220 to $250. That's going to net you a solid profit of $30 to $50 per pair. Now, should you hold or sell this Pollen Jordan 1 colorway? with this colorway specifically, I can't really give you guys a definite answer. This is because there's really nothing special about this colorway other than that this colorway happens to be on the Jordan 1 high, and I have personally never seen a Jordan 1 high not be profitable. So instead of giving you guys a definite answer, I'm gonna leave it up to you and your financial situation. Now, for me, what I'm going to try to do is get as many pairs as possible and sell enough of them to keep at least one of these Jordan 1 colorways and hold for the long run.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for episode 44 of How to Cop for the Air Jordan 1 High Pollen. Thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. And for more sneaker news, our available shoes for sale, or just anything that we do, click the link in our bio and check that out.
Also, while you're there, feel free to comment, interact below to let us know what shoe you want to hear about next. But until next episode,
Peace.